Angels, it's Hailey Reese and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am so excited that you are here and I hope that you are having an absolutely fantastic morning, afternoon, or night, whatever it is for you when this video finally reaches you. Today's video needs to begin with two obvious disclaimers, but I do feel the need to express them, and that is that number one, I have a little bit of a lost voice right now. I've been a little bit under the weather once again recently, and I've been working to get my voice back, but so many crazy things have been happening that I just couldn't wait to film this video and share all of the updates in my house with you guys. My second disclaimer though is that I have my little baby Blue here with me. She really wanted to hang out with me while I'm filming, but she can be a little bit snorty. So if you hear any sort of snoring or snorting, I hope that that's okay with you. As I always say in any disclaimer when she's here, I love it, but I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, so I hope that that's okay. But you guys, things have gotten so crazy here in my house that what used to be a sporadic haunting is starting to feel so much more like a residential haunting. And there are so many updates that I have to give you guys that I am so excited to share with you. And I know that you guys have been really enjoying the updates as well. So I thought I would sit down and share them with you guys. Before I continue into today's update though, I do want to very quickly thank today's video sponsor, Keen. Now, if you guys have been on my channel for a while, you guys would know that not only do I absolutely love Keen, but Grams, before her passing, absolutely loved Keen as well. Keen connects you with talented tarot readers and astrologers who can provide both clarity and insight. Before Grams passed away, she actually used Keen to connect to my grandpa, as did I, and I was truly blown away by the reader's ability to connect with my grandfather on the other side. Getting started with Keen is so easy. All you have to do is create an account, and then you're able to choose from hundreds of readers that are online right now, which is so awesome. All of the readers have unique gifts and specialties that are able to provide you with guidance and insight into your own life, depending on your personal situation. What I really like about Keen is that there are so many different readers with their unique abilities that you're able to really see who's able to help provide clarity into your situation, and then you can connect either via phone or a text, depending on what you prefer. The best part is that as a new Keen customer, you can get your first 10 minutes for just $1.99, which is up to $99 in savings. Crazy. All you have to do is head to trykeen.com/Reese or click the link in my description to save big. I promise you guys will absolutely love Keen. Grams loved Keen, and I still absolutely adore Keen. So make sure you guys click the link down in my description to get your first 10 minutes for just $1.99. Like I said, up to $99 in savings, which is crazy. And thank you so much to Keen for providing clarity and just so much insight into my life for me, but for also sponsoring today's video. And without further ado, let's get into these experiences. Okay, so where do I even begin with this? I'm not gonna summarize as I have in the past videos of my previous updates and whatnot, because I feel as though I've done that in every video, and if you really want to know what's been going on, you're able to check out those videos as well. But one thing that she's snoring, one thing that I can say is I know exactly where things started getting all the more intense. So one thing that I will actually note on is that you guys knew that Lana and I were planning to head to Fergus to go and see those Fergus ghosts that we believe were also haunting, so to speak, Lana and myself, just visiting and making the presence known. And we have went to Fergus, and that has been resolved to an extent. Stay tuned for the series. There is so much more to that, but my house haunting is a little bit separate from that. But prior to Lana and I going to Fergus, after I last updated you guys, there was one particular night that Tyler was out, he was working late, and I was on the couch. Now we have, I'll insert a clip just to kind of give you a generalized visual, California shutters throughout like our entire house. And on this particular evening, I had the shutters open, but it was dark outside. Now, one thing to note that is important in this story is we have these starry nightlight projectors that I'm sure you've seen them. Like, they were all over TikTok, all over YouTube. They basically project like starry night lights into the house. So I had those on, but I also had the windows open, although it was very difficult to properly see outside because not only did we have the lighting in our house, but it was dark outside. And I didn't say anything to Tyler, but I did note on this particular night that I had seen what looked like a person walking like on the side of the house. Now, obviously we do have neighbors, and so the first time that I saw it, I didn't really think too much of it. I was just kind of like, oh, our neighbor is probably walking like between the two houses. I continue watching my show, and I noticed that I see what looked like another person or the same person walking past again, but I noticed that they were abnormally tall, if that makes sense. Like, they seemed bigger than our neighbor is. But again, the neighbor could have had company, so I didn't even mention it to Tyler. I just like let it go. Later that night, Tyler gets home. I'm still on the couch kind of like watching my show. He comes, sits down, we're watching a movie. I end up falling asleep on the couch, but he wasn't ready to go to bed yet. So he was letting me sleep on the couch while he like finished watching the movie and then was gonna wake me up to essentially bring me upstairs. The next day, he proceeds to tell me that not only did he see what looked like a shadow man outside of like the outside of our windows peering in, but that he also ran outside to go and see if it was the neighbor because of how much it freaked him out and creeped him out. And there was nobody in like the alleyway between our two homes because we don't have like side fences in our homes. So he's telling me this and I'm like, you're not gonna believe me. Well, I said that, but like I knew he would. I was like, you're not gonna believe me, but I truly believe that I also saw like some sort of figure walking outside of the window, but I just assumed it was the neighbor. Like, I wasn't frightened by it, so I didn't mention it. Okay, cool. Couple nights later, Tyler has an experience that I told him he has to make his own separate video on because I have never seen him more pale, more frightened, more taken back by something that he had physically seen as that he knows was paranormal as this. But to give a little bit of like a teaser, it had to do with our starry night lights, the fact that I was not there and the fact that he saw someone in the starry night lights. So just keep that in mind. So that happens as well. Moving on from this particular night had us so freaking freaked out, you guys. And on top of that, I do want to say another incident happened in the shower that I'm about to get to that I took a picture for, because a lot of you were asking like, why didn't you take a picture? And in the moment I was just so stunned and it was kind of like fogging over. I didn't even think about it. But so this one particular night, Tyler and I are there on the couch once again watching a movie, starry night light going, everything. Our back like steps are like two concrete steps, and when you step on the top one, it makes kind of like a like, I can't really explain it. It's like, it's sturdy, but it makes a noise because it's not entirely sturdy, if that makes sense. So we're sitting there on the couch, the dogs are sleeping next to us, just hanging out, everything is normal. All of a sudden we hear what sounds like on one of the steps. So Tyler, flat out, my hand to God on all of this, pauses the TV and you hear gugum again. So now we're sitting there like, that's freaking weird. Tyler gets up, flicks on the back porch light, nobody's there, obviously. We go back to sitting on the couch, and not even 2 minutes later, our alarm system does the beep beep that it does when a sliding door is opened. Now, I have talked about that noise in like previous videos in this particular series, but what was so weird about this again is that nothing opened. We checked every door, every window, the garage, everything that is associated with the beep beep, like to let you know that a door was open. And not only does it beep beep on our system, it pops up saying door opened. It did door opened and it beep beeped, but there was no door opened. So then we're getting like tripped out because we're like, oh my God, the stairs, like it sounded like someone was walking up them. We've never heard that before. And then 2 minutes later you hear beep beep, as if somebody had opened the door technologically, but they hadn't actually come in. Like, it was so freaking creepy. So that night, guys, I go to take a shower once again. As I mentioned in my previous videos, I take very hot showers. For the commenter who said, who takes a shower so hot you can't see through the glass? Exhibit A. I do. I have the fans on. It's just in my blood. I enjoy a really, really hot shower, really hot baths. I love it. So I'm in the shower, showering. Tyler is outside doing lawn work. So he's like mowing the lawn, like doing his thing, not in the house at all, not related at all. And I once again hear what sounds like that tap tap. So this time I decide to look up immediately. And I see, so this time it wasn't so formed. So when I told you guys about the hand that I had seen on the shower in the last video, that hand actually looked as though someone had reached up, put their hand, and it was fogging back over. When I look up, and I'm curious to know your guys' thoughts on this, because I still don't know where it came from because the whole thing was blurry. It's not like it was like reappearing. So I know that I didn't do it, and I know that it wasn't a previous thing, but I'm curious to know what you think about it. But to me, it almost looks like it could be an H, maybe even an R, or it's a smeared hand. And I do want to note on this, because when I was thinking about making this video, I do want to note, I am so aware that I could so easily make my own markings and act like it's a haunting, and I get that. And I know someone's going to comment that and say, like, you're reaching here. My hand on my grandma, I did not make that marking, and I was the only one in that bathroom, in that shower, up here. Like, I actually even sent it in a group chat to my patrons on Patreon, because I was like, guys, am I going crazy? Like, what does this look like to you? And to me, like I said, one of my patrons said it looks like it could be an H, but it also looked like it was like a smeared hand. So I tell Siri to call Tyler on speakerphone because I'm in the shower and he's outside. He doesn't hear me. I'm still showering, freaked out. I took the picture. I'm sure you guys have seen it. I'm sure I've inserted it by now. And he came upstairs and he was perplexed by it, because I was like, I swear over our relationship, over everything I care about, I did not do that. Like, I did not do that. I know the shower didn't look like that. She's snoring again. I apologize. I just, it wasn't me. And I know it wasn't him, because there's no way it was him. And it could be a random marking, but I still don't really comprehend how it got there when it was all a fog and I hadn't touched anything. So if you guys have a genuine, like, reasoning behind what that could be, please let me know. I don't want to reach and say anything is paranormal if it's not. That's not what I built my channel on. That's not who I am. Yeah, I just want to know what you guys think, because that creeped me the heck out. The next night, Tyler took a shower. I was already in bed. He came out and he was like, I don't know if it's because of what's been going on with you, but I got that feeling that you've been describing of like eyes on you or someone watching. He goes, I kept looking for handprints, but there was no handprints. He's like, nothing happened, but I feel super uneasy. And the next morning, he told me that in the middle of the night, he woke up, he felt drawn to the bathroom, and I've mentioned this in previous videos because this is not the first time this has happened. Our bathroom door was open. We face our bathroom mirror if the ensuite bathroom door is open. And he said he saw what he thought was a shadow walk straight by the mirror towards the shower. This shit sounds crazy. Like, I already know this sounds crazy. I know I sound crazy, but I have been doing this for so long now that I am past the point of caring about sounding crazy, and you guys want the updates, but this has been what's going on. So, we did go to Fergus. For those of you who watched last video, Lana and I went. That series is coming this week. There's a whole thing with that. Like, I can't wait for you guys to see this series on both of our channels. Like, the things that happened while we were in Fergus and what has followed home. Creepy. Creepy. But I can't wait to share it with you guys. But I found it interesting that even after Fergus, some strange things have been happening. So I feel like maybe because I'm getting back into my groove of things and I'm going out to haunted locations again and I'm getting back to the Hailey Reese that just gave her all to everything to do with this. Maybe I'm attracting so much more activity, but I had to give you guys an update. The next updates that you guys will see in regards to this haunting will be us going to Fergus and what happened following Fergus and whatnot between mine and Lana's channels. But yeah, things are turning up here, to say the least. And I'm not mad at it because it is fascinating to me. Obviously, that's why I do what I do. But I'm very curious to know what you guys think, especially about the pictures and whatnot. But I am very sorry about the quality of my voice in today's video. I know it's a little raspier than normal. But yeah, please guys, please let me know in the comment section below what you guys think is going on, what you think of the handprint. Please, all theories I am open to. Like if you're like, Hailey, could be this and it's so unrelated to what I think it is, I'm here for it. I'm so open to it. I will never try to make something that it isn't. That's not who I am. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed this update. And please let me know what you guys think. I'm so excited for you to see the Fergus series, and this is just the beginning. Once again, I would just absolutely love to thank Keen for sponsoring today's video. I highly, highly recommend that you guys try Keen. And as I mentioned, you can get your first 10 minutes for just $1.99, which is up to $99 in savings. All you have to do is head to trykeen.com/Reese, or you click the link down in my description. Like I said, I highly recommend it, and thank you so much to Keen for sponsoring once again. Absolutely love working with you guys, but love using Keen so much. Like, I love Keen. If you guys are new to my channel or you are just not yet subscribed, but you do enjoy my content, I would seriously love it if you would go ahead and click that subscribe button. And please give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Remember, my loves, do all things with kindness. And until next time, I love you.